EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Prescott to throw it. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. But you look at this defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. This is taken at the 23. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
To throw is Wilson. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Snowhawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Cowboys at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. But you look at this defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback,
touchdown, Cowboys! O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Second and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. There's Wilson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. 7-7, our score after 1.
Score time, 7-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Completes this one to Thornton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, Wilson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Throw fight. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Prescott.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion, a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fielded at about the 28. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think
and he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Moody for the PAT.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Snowhawks 21, Cowboys 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
they certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
3rd and long for Prescott. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action now. Prescott. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cowboys are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. Now a hit and a loose tackle. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Throwing, Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. That is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Jones on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And they run the option on second down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
We have played 3 quarters. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
Down the sideline he goes.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They got 29 yards that time.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Oh, it touchdown!
Tyquan Thornton
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Snowhawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. And quickly they get to the line.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go, 47.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline.
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport state. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Prescott to throw it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it, and this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. Should have been picked, probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Wilson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Wilson wants to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Once again, it's Mitchell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. This to put a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is 1st and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.